D from the bag, 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 D from the bag.
Welcome back to D from the Bay podcast, where real stories are being told that are uncut, unfiltered, and nothing but the truth. Today, you guys, we got a special guest in the house. At the age of 12, he was producing music for Whitney Houston, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
By the age of 15, he scored his dad's documentary, okay? Blown Away. And while we were learning how to drive, he was touring the world. He's dropping nothing but heat in the hip hop and rap world. And he just released his new EP out Halloween of this year called Monsters. And we're going
Yes,
to get
ma'am.
into that later.
Gotcha.
His credits is stretched, you guys, from different icons like Dre, Lil Wayne, Lady Gaga, Wu Tang, and many more. Okay, so we are going to welcome young Maestro, who's in the house.
How you doing?
Yeah, what's
Yeah, how you
going
doing? This
on?
it's your boy Maestro in the building. You know what I'm saying? How
Yes,
you doing? We here, we here.
yes. How
Glad
you?
you got me on here finally.
Yes, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's kind of, it's kind of rainy right now in LA, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sunny myself though. You feel me?
Yes, we gonna go way back so that the people that's watching can get a little history about you. Some may say, "Hey, I already know this man," and then find out later, like, "Dang, he did that."
Oh
So we
yeah.
gonna take it back to the age of 12. Whitney Houston, like
Oh
that's not
yeah.
normal. Like, tell us about that experience.
Um, my dad was actually kind of in the industry a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was a bodyguard for a few people. He was able to bodyguard for like Dr. Dre sometimes, like Jerry Springer, just random different people. So he already kind of had connects and stuff like that. So one day, like I was telling your son just now, he bought me a program at Target. I had piano lessons before all this. Yeah, one day my dad, he was like, man, I came to my dad, so I want to make some beats, man. And he's like, all right, let's go to Target, man. I found this little program at Target, it was like $20. And I was able to make some heat on there. And I went to my dad, and my dad was like, you know what, man, might have to take this serious. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So um we sent these tracks over to Whitney Houston's people,
mm-hmm.
and I probably only had 5 beats at the time or something like that. Um, so he's like, we're going to send a songwriter to your house. We need to go through some more tracks, and I'm like, okay, this. I don't know. I'm just a little kid I'm not even a
Right.
teenager yet. I'm still 12. So I'm like, all right. My dad's like happy about it. He's like, this. You know who this is? This is Whitney Houston. I'm like, this is crazy. So, guy shows up to the house. He looked kind of sketchy though. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up. It was the dark skinned brother with blonde hair. And I'm like, you know,
What?
what? Yeah, right. So, we go through some beats. He plays the first beat. He's like, wow, the first beat he really liked. Okay, so we go through about 100 more beats. Okay, for about 2 hours. Okay. He ends up picking the first beat. Okay. I'm so irritated. I'm like, bro, we went through all my beats just for you to pick the
Right.
first one. But he was just trying to see what my catalog and how versatile I was. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
at that age, I don't understand that. I'm like, man, this guy's wasting our time. Like.
Yeah.
So he played that beat for like 5 minutes and he started humming. And I'm like, oh. And then he started like we wrote some lyrics, and he started singing, and I'm like, oh, he could blow, like he really could sing. Like I'm like, okay, you sound like you write for Whitney Houston, dude. Like, let's get to work. Like
Right.
so,
Dang. Well,
so so after that, we ended up going to the studio. I ended up meeting Whitney. Rest in peace to her, man. She was a
mhm.
very, very nice woman. Like she'll offer you water. Usually people got assistants and
Right.
people that work for them and all that. She asked you herself, like, "Hey, you want something to eat or you want some water? You good?" You make she makes you make sure you was comfortable when you were around her, you know.
Mm.
And that's one of the best experiences I've had for sure. Was just working with her for sure. So I'm blessed and just grateful to even was just be in her presence for however amount of time I was able to do that. You know.
Right. When you went to school, was all the kids like, "What happened?" What?
Now, I kind of stayed low key about it until high
Mhm.
school. You
Okay.
know, in high school is when most of the people started finding out when I started going on tour. I couldn't hide it anymore. Like,
Mm.
I had a Range Rover that had, that was wrapped with my face on it. And
Woo!
yeah, so my dad was dropping me off at school in his Range Rover. They was like, wait, what's going on, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, my first week into 12th grade, I had to check out because I was going on tour. I was
Wow.
missing meetings. I was missing
Mhm.
label meetings at 10 in the morning because I had class. And my dad was like, you know what? You just got to be homeschooled because we're missing no opportunities. And
Right. Right.
after that, my friends didn't see me no more. Next time they saw me, I was on BET. You know what I'm saying?
They
Yeah.
like, there he go, there he go.
Exactly. I just disappeared 12th grade. Next thing they see me, I'm on tour. I'm with YG. I'm with Ty Dolla Sign. I'm with Nipsey Hussle. I'm with all these people.
Rest in
So,
peace, Nips.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was my dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So like your bio, it talked about at the age of 15 when you did your dad's documentary.
Yeah.
Like tell us about that because that's like a whole different level of music being told through a story. Like what did you experience with that?
Like I said, I started off just musical. I just wasn't just a producer. Like I said, I started off playing a saxophone and playing the piano. So I know notes. I can write notes. I read notes. So um, when he came to me about it, he was like, I need to, he wanted to do a documentary about his life and about where he grew up from.
Mhm.
And he used to drive me through there all the time. And doing that filming session, filming while we was doing all filming and everything. While we was just driving around, I was just pick up certain sounds and just pick up certain vibes just from being on that side of town.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to relate to everybody that was on that side of town and just get some respect from them as well as an artist,
Mhm.
because in
Mhm.
LA you do have to get some type of respect from somewhere,
Yeah.
some type of love from somewhere, even if you're not involved or anything, you still have to be cool somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So where my dad was from, it was called East Side Too Dangerous, and that was South Central, of course.
Mhm.
And um, most of my signature sound is violins already,
Mhm.
and with me, the violins are they always sound theatrical for me already.
Mhm.
So it was a piece of cake for me. But even now, even right now at my age right now, I can't believe that I did that at 16, 15, 16. You know, and at 16, that's when I wrote and recorded my first four songs and that was on that soundtrack actually.
Mm.
And I ended up going on tour just off of those four songs.
Mm.
Yeah,
At 16.
at 16. Yeah, I don't know if you remember the store. It was called Warehouse or
Yes.
FYE.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
FYE. Yeah,
my gosh.
yeah. I had
16.
a contract with them for a couple of years, and I was going on tour up and down the coast, just going to different stores, and my CD was selling a lot, so it was a good experience. Yeah,
And by that age, 16, like 12 to 16, you kind of know now that your brain is transitioning. You're starting to understand things a little bit more than you did when you was 12 years old. 12 years old, it
yeah,
was just like, I'm doing these beats and I'm meeting all these icons, but I'm meeting icons that's like my parents grew up with. Now that I'm 16, now people that are my age is resonating with my music. So like,
exactly.
what were some of your biggest challenges and struggles that you had at the age of 16, and now you're being introduced to like the world and your music is out there and people is starting to know, like, I know who that dude really is now.
It was kind of tough because even like just you want to have a girlfriend or dating, at
Mm-hmm.
that time it was tough because as an artist it's always kind of better to date an artist because they kind of understand the
Mm-hmm.
struggles and what you're going through. Because if you date somebody that's not an artist, they're like, hey, you're cheating on me or you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, nah, I couldn't maintain friendships. I was too
Mm-hmm.
busy, and
Right.
my dad was very protective of me as well, growing up in LA, and I
Mm-hmm.
was his product. And he was you spending six figures on your product. You gotta,
Right.
I still have bodyguards right now, but the same bodyguard I had when I was 15. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And we had a payroll just for security.
Right.
Just he was very protective. So that was the one of the challenges I had was transitioning from being like you said, a 16-year-old. Now I'm going into these clubs, right? With all these different artists going, strip clubs, stuff like
Right.
that.
Right.
And my mind was always music. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
partying, it wasn't building relationships. I'm in the studio making beats, recording songs, learning how to be an engineer, learning how to sing,
Right.
all that, everything.
Mm.
You know that? So my mind, I was like a robot. So when it was time to go party and hang out, I'm like, I'm trying to work. It's
Right.
time to perform. What's going on?
Right. Right. Your
So
dad was
people had to
like,
tell
that's
me
what I'm
like,
talking
Maestro, just have
about.
a good time, like stay in the moment. People would tell me like, hey, Maestro, you got to enjoy yourself sometime. Like, so that was a challenge for me at that time for sure. You
Right.
know,
Right.
just adjusting. And a lot of artists have a hard time adjusting as well.
Right. Right.
Even right now, personality is pretty much your main thing now. You can
Right.
have bad music, but if people like your personality, they're your fan now. You know.
Exactly. Is because it can be hard out there, especially for a young guy such as yourself, African American, 16, that the world now knows, and your brain is like at that point, I know what I'm doing. I know right from wrong. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
It can be hard. It can be
it can be
hard.
hard. And then you got to watch what you. I even had media training and all that when I was with Interscope. Like I had, they don't have artist development anymore like that. I was in artist development for like 4 or 5 years. So that's why I take everything so serious. Now it's like these people might have a good song, but they get on stage and they're like no stage presence. They don't know how to hold the mic. It's the simple things,
Running out
and
of breath.
it is. It is embarrassing, But just looking back at it now, when I was 16, I don't even know how. I'm glad how I handled it because any other 16-year-old probably would have had a big head and
Mhm.
spiraled out of control.
I was looking up your name, and it's Italian, right?
Oh, Maestro, it's
Uh,
actually Spanish. Actually,
okay.
it means teacher in Spanish, but
Yes. Okay.
in
Okay.
in
That's
English it means musical genius. So either way you want to go about it, but my dad actually gave me the name from the original Maestro, Barry White. That's who
okay.
I'm named
That's
after.
okay.
So Barry White was the original Maestro, and we used to ride around the car and listen to the oldies. But Barry White used to be our guy. I used to love his
Mm.
production. I used to love his harps, his strings, his guitars, his bass lines, all that. You know what I'm
And I think
saying?
we all
So
love the voice.
yeah.
All us
So
women.
we had two names on the table at the time when I was becoming a rapper and a producer and all that. And I also looked up to Dr. Dre at the time. So it
Okay.
was either going to be like a young surgeon or something like that, or
Mm.
young maestro. And we ended up choosing young maestro, and
And
that's where we are today.
let's get into these credits of these icons that you've worked with. Like, Who can you say was your most inspiration that like pushed you and motivated you the most?
Inspiration wise, I would have to say Dr. Dre, honestly.
Okay.
Um, yeah, Dr. Dre. Um, because like I said, I looked up. You just listen. I used to listen to N.W.A. growing up. I used to listen to the Snoop Dogg albums growing up.
Yes.
Then he had the Chronic 2001. All that. Then in between time, he was producing for Mary J. Just all of his stuff he was doing. So this able to work with him and get a beat from him was
Hmm.
like it was crazy, and it was crazy. He put on 4 beats for me, and he was like, "You can only get one." He played it for me and my dad actually,
Uh-huh.
and it was I never forget. He came to our house, and it was right there on 60th Street, and it was crazy. We lived right around the corner from Nipsey's old manager, Big U. So
Okay.
that's who we used to work with as well.
Wow.
And yeah, he came through. He had 4 beats, and my dad actually chose the beat. I'll send you the video to the song it was,
Okay.
but yeah, I'll say him. And honestly, when I got to Interscope, that's when I started getting a lot of credits with like Lady Gaga, meeting
Yes.
Akon,
Uh-huh.
working with Lil Wayne was a great experience as well.
Yes.
Producing on
I love Lil Wayne. I don't know what
yeah.
it is about Lil Wayne, but it's just something about him, the way he carry himself, and then when he
Hmm.
does his interviews, he's just being him. Like
Yeah.
it ain't nothing but the truth of him coming out.
Yeah, he's
And
authentic for sure.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that's why when you said Dr. Dre, I had a feeling you was gonna say Dr. Dre because I love the way how he carried himself.
Yeah. It's like straight, this is what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of the same way. I don't pop out like that. I don't talk to everybody and all that. So, what I'm saying? I try to stay a little hidden just like him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Man, Sam, that's my dog, man. He had that record store right there. I used to do the in stores right there at the midnight record store. He
Yeah.
used to have he had my poster up in the front. Like he was one of my biggest supporters, man, even till right now. So
Yes.
whatever for the family, man. So
You
no,
cannot
that's my
stop.
dog, man, for real. He's one of the first like industry people I ran into that was like genuine and actually
Hmm.
wanted to help. And it wasn't just all about money. You know how it
Right,
is. You know what I'm saying? Once
right.
these people see that you got some money to spend, you know what I'm saying? You might get somebody $2,000 to get your song on the radio. You might not hear from him the next week.
Yeah.
So he was, like I said, I really appreciate him because he helped me and my dad. He was one of the first genuine people that helped us out. So for
Wow.
real, it's
Oh my
much
God.
love for sure.
Let's talk about the EP that you dropped on Halloween, Monsters. Like, what's the
Oh
meaning? What
yeah,
does it represent to you?
you know what's crazy? I was just going to just release the song Monster. It's actually the first song on the EP.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you're familiar with how songs drop. And I'm like, it costs the same amount to drop one song to drop 7 songs. So I'm like, I might as well just make it an EP, right?
Wow.
So, and what's crazy is I'm just starting to release songs that I've never released. So, this is probably, I'm just calling this the monster phase. So
Hmm.
this is the first monster. It's going to be probably 2 or 3 more
Hmm.
EPs, monster 2 and 3 after this. But this is just to show people my versatility. The first 3 songs I did produce, but
Hmm.
I recorded them in like 2018. You know, if you
Mm.
yeah.
Right. And they
So
still popping. They still
yeah,
popping.
you feel
Y'all
me?
can go
Nobody's
to
hurt.
Apple. That's how I listen to it through Apple Tunes, y'all.
Yeah,
And if y'all don't want to pay that $10.99 a month, you can always get it free for the first 30 days. Get all his
yeah.
songs and then drop it after you get all his new songs. And then pick it back up
Yeah.
again. Let's run his numbers up.
Yes, ma'am. But
Yeah.
I did tap in with some other producers. I do have a production team of
Hmm.
young guys. They're mostly from out of the country, honestly. Yeah, 2 of them are like Russian, 2 of them are German, and they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
they produced numbers 4 through 7. And they were part of my production team. So you can kind of tell my production and the growth from the first 3 songs with the last 4. So
Mm.
yeah.
Did,
So
did you
that's
did you make any changes from 2018 before you dropped it now, or did you just say I'm just gonna go with it and just drop it?
we're just gonna throw it out there. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? We just gonna throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's sometimes it's best to make changes, but
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know what, man? I've been sitting on these songs for a long time, and it's just time to start releasing and showing the world, what I have. You know what I'm saying?
So, what would you tell someone that's out here right now that's scared to make these moves, that want to make the moves, but just don't know where to begin? What would be your advice?
My advice is to get a good team that supports you, believes in you in your dream. Um, Make sure you got a good marketing team. That's a part of your team for sure. Have a
Mm,
good marketing team. And third of all, just being at the right place at the right time. You
mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Because being at the right place at the right time, you can meet the right person that can take you to the next level. Just like how I met your cousin. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? He helped me get to the next level. Yeah, I try to stay positive for a lot of the independent artists, especially right now, because it's a lot of tough. It's a way tougher than it was when I was coming up. That's why I try to do what I can for independent artists. I still have showcase myself so they
Mm-hmm.
can, come out, perform, get some good, content, put it on their Instagrams, get some good reels and stuff like that. So I do what I can, and that's why I do the beat classes and all that too. So
Oh my God! Yes, tell the people that want that if they want to sign up for your classes and stuff, how they can do that. Give them your. You have
oh
social
yeah,
media
just
sites for that.
oh yeah. Just hit me up on my Instagram. Actually, I think my next class is going to be probably next month actually. So depending on the situation. I think most of the time most of the time it's for nonprofits. They book me, so I just go there, do my thing for the kids. Just try to show them another way. Show them like, hey, I'm just like you. Because hey, even though my dad was rich, I was homeless once before too. I slept. I know what it's like. I slept in my car, all that. You know what I'm
Everybody got
saying?
a
So
story.
I know what it's like. Yeah.
Yes, everybody got a story. I'm telling you, young. So y'all gotta go to his IG. I'm gonna have all of that down below in the description. But just holler it out real quick for me.
Yes. It's your boy Young Maestro. You can follow me on TikTok and IG, Young Maestro TOG. You can follow me on X. I mean, I still call it Twitter at Young Maestro. I've been on Twitter since I was like 14 or 15 years old. I had my Twitter's like was made in like 2018 or something.
Oh
So
my God.
follow me on there. Follow me on well, I got a YouTube channel as well, Young Maestro TOG. Everything Young Maestro TOG.
Yoji.
Just hit
Yeah.
me on there.
Yes. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Like what's your goals?
Um, I just honestly just being alive. Honestly,
Mm,
I'll be honest.
mm,
Just being alive.
mm.
Just being alive. Cause I've had a lot of peers, cause like I said, Nipsey was my friend. I just had a friend that got gunned down 2 or 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? My friend that was with the Cali Swag District that got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to live, just want to be here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just want to witness more life. That's all. Just keep working, just keep grinding, but staying low key and staying humble.
Yes. It was such a pleasure talking to you and learning more about you.
Nah, thank you for having me.
No, thank
Yes, ma'am.
you. Thank you. And I will have all your
Yeah,
information in the description where they can read your bio, buy your music. There's even a video,
gotcha.
you guys, of him teaching young college students how to do beats. Where did I see that? I think I seen that on Apple Music. I forget where, but if you go to his
Yeah, you
IG,
can check out.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Instagram. You can check it out in there. Yeah.
Yes, it's a video, a whole video y'all can
Mhm.
watch and see him work and work his magics through these. students. And I think that is so bomb because you're giving them hope, you're motivating them, you're being an inspiration, because some people don't have that in their life. They don't have nobody that can motivate them and inspire
Exactly.
them to do what they really want to do. And like
Exactly.
you say, it's
And
hard. But yes, thank you, yeah, thank you so much.
no,
And so
thank
I'm
you.
going to end this because I don't want to keep you all day.
Have a good one.
Yes, we checking out, y'all.
From the bag, D 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 from the bag.